pick up, and then we'll go.
We'll never surrender.
Skin boots on a Saturday night.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Infinite Warfare Zombies video, and due to the success of my last DLC 2 leaked informational video, I am bringing you guys a follow-up video to that video. Now we only have a very small piece of information within this video, but I just wanted to go over the last leak and I wanted to go over all of the feedback that I received from that leak, and I wanted to sort of discuss it within this video and also go over some very new leaked information that has recently been released, although it's not really that major and it's not that big. It's not very, very revolutionary. Obviously, we don't really have that much leaked information for DLC 2 and DLC 3 because obviously we don't even have DLC 1 yet, so all we really have is a few little bits and pieces, literally just singular words regarding the two maps, but we don't really have much leaked information for DLC 2 and 3 at the moment, and also we don't have literally any leaked information for Raven the Redwoods either, which is kind of disappointing, but then it's not because it doesn't really spoil the maps in any way. It just gives us, something to sort of have an idea of. It just gives us something to speculate about, although there isn't that much information. Obviously for Black Ops 3 Zombies we got a ton of leaks, for example for Zetsubo no Shima, the Skull of Nan Sapa was leaked, the KT4 was leaked, which we thought was going to be a katana, but unfortunately it wasn't the katana. Treyarch kind of trolled us there with the KT4, we knew there was going to be spiders on Zetsubo no Shima, we knew it would be set in the Pompeii Islands as well. Again with Draka, Treyarch told us that we were going to be seeing the map within, the Hohenwerfen Castle from the scraps of paper that we got on Shadows of Evil, and that also gave us the location of the fact that we would have DLC 2 set in the Pompeii Islands and DLC 3 set in Stalingrad. So it gave us a general idea of where the maps would be taking place, and we knew we would be collecting the 1.0 souls of the characters, so it was very easy to sort of predict the future of Black Ops 3 Zombies DLC. And obviously we got a ton of leaks for Gorod Krovi as well, which came directly from my anonymous source, regarding how to pack a punch and all of this stuff regarding the dragons, riding the dragons, and how the bosses and the Rhaegar Mark III and all that stuff would work. So we got a lot of leaked information for Black Ops 3 Zombies DLC season. Not only did we get a lot of leaked information, Treyarch also gave us a lot of official information for the future DLC in ciphers and stuff like that. And obviously we also got more DLC 4 leaks. We knew that the Magua would be returning on the Apothicon Servant and some other stuff like that. But with Infinite Warfare Zombies, there haven't really been much leaks whatsoever. Obviously we're still in the early days, but there haven't really been any DLC 1 leaks, and there's just been minute DLC 2 and DLC 3 leaks, but they're not really that big. But today we're going to be going over some DLC 2 leaks information. Now I did go over a bit of this leaked information within the last video. I just want to recap what a lot of your guys' opinions were on this leak and also go over a tiny bit of new information. So within that video, I went over the fact that the code names have actually been leaked for DLC 2 as well as DLC 3 from a guy called Bbat, who provided the information to COD Zombies HQ. Now Bbat wasn't the initial leaker is an anonymous source. When an anonymous source gave this information to Bbat gave this information to COD Zombies HQ, and you can find links to both of them down in this video's description. If you want to know more about the legitimacy of the leak and the credibility, that will be linked in this video's description, as I talked about that within the last video. I don't want to reiterate that within this video. But basically the codenames for DLC 2 and DLC 3 are going to be CP_Titan and also CP_Range. So we do know that DLC 2 and DLC 3's codename are CP_Range and CP_Titan. Now we don't know which one is for which DLC, so for example CP_Titan for DLC 2 and the codename for DLC 3 could be CP_Range, or the other way around. The codename CP_Range could be for DLC 2, the codename CP_Titan could be for DLC 3, but I think the codename CP_Titan is indeed for DLC 2, so that's what I'm going to be talking about right now, everyone's feedback from the last video regarding that. And obviously because it is a singular word, we can't really take much information out of this, and obviously because we haven't even gotten Raven the Redwoods yet, we can't really predict the future for DLC 2 and 3 because it is too early to sort of predict, because we don't really have the storyline for Raven the Redwoods, and I hope we get an ending cutscene for Raven the Redwoods because we didn't get one for Zombies in Spaceland. So if we do in fact get one, we'll be able to predict a lot more stuff for the future of where the DLC will be going, and I'll be making follow-up videos if we do get more information once DLC 1 is out. But basically within the last video I said that CP_Titan could be a map that could be something to do with some sort of mech suit, because obviously Titans and stuff like that are linked to mech suits, so I said that it could indeed be set within the future or something like that, or maybe it could have something to do with Greek mythology, because we obviously have movies like Clash of the Titans and stuff like that, and the word Titan originated from Greek mythology, so it could have something to do with Greek mythology. But also the word Titan is just the word used for, you know, an important figure, so it could be just, so there may just be an important figure on the map. Now obviously CP_Titan is just the codename for DLC 2, but the codename for DLC 1 was CP_Range, so we're under the impression that maybe DLC 2 will indeed feature Titan within the name, so it could be called Zombies in Titan, or something Titan, or something like that, or Titan and then something. But again, this is just the codename, but the map's going to have something to do with Titan or Range, but I think Titan. Now judging from your feedback from the last video, a lot of people thought that maybe Titan is referring to, you know, a boat, because we obviously have the Titanic, so some people are thinking that maybe DLC 2 may be linked to a boat in some way, shape or form. Again, I need to reiterate that maybe Titan could be for DLC 3, if so I'll rename the title. But anyways, a lot of people are thinking that it could have something to do with a boat. You know, it could indeed be set on, you know, a spaceship even, because that would be something that would sort of link into the Zombies in Spaceland storyline, because obviously we had aliens on that map, and, you know, obviously we don't have Raven the Redwoods yet, so maybe that's going to have links with aliens as well. If so, maybe all the maps have links with aliens, because there was actually a leak a while back, which I will put up on screen right now, and this leak did in fact show from the code that maybe all the DLC maps for Infinite Warfare Zombies are going to have an alien theme as well, which would be interesting. I guess it would make sense because obviously the creators of Infinite Warfare Zombies worked on Extinction before, which was an alien game mode, so maybe, you know, this Infinite Warfare Zombies mode is going to all take place, you know, regarding, you know, aliens and stuff like that. So that was a lot of your guys' opinions on what DLC 2 may indeed be, but again, it could be CP_Range, but I'm going to be speculating about what CP_Range is in a future video, but I think that's going to have some sort of Western theme or something like that. Again, this is just the codename, so we can't really take much from this. Now, some other ideas of what Titan could be is it could be set on Saturn's largest moon, because it is indeed called Titan. I guess that would make sense because again, it would tie into the theme of aliens, which we saw within Zombies in Spaceland, so maybe that's what Titan's referring to. And again, each of the DLCs is going to be set within different Willard Wyler films, so, you know, we really have an endless capability of where the, you know, the era would be set and where we will indeed be within the film. So, you know, we could be set in space, we really don't know. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, it's good to see that a lot of you guys had a lot of really cool ideas on what CP_Titan could be standing for, but there's some possible locations or some possible themes of DLC 2. Now, there has also been some more leaked information for DLC 2, and this is indeed coming from Glitching Queen. I will link Glitching Queen's channel down in this video's description. Once again, this piece of leaked information really isn't that strong. We don't really have that much information. It's a very, very small piece of information, but again, that's because we don't even have DLC 1 yet, so don't obviously have much information about the following DLCs, but once we get the next DLC, we'll have even more information, and, you know, I'll be sure to make update videos. But at the moment, I'm sort of just scratching the surface here. I'm trying to take as much information I can out of, you know, really, really small pieces of information. You know, I just love speculating and stuff like that. Okay, so coming from Glitching Queen's anonymous source, now this source provided a ton of leaked information for Black Ops 3 Zombies, which all pretty much came true as well, so this source is definitely reliable. Well, prior to Infinite Warfare releasing, you know, they released this teaser image where they showed other different Willard Wyler films, which we presume to be, you know, future DLC maps for Infinite Warfare Zombies, because obviously each map is going to be taking place within different Willard Wyler films. Well, according to her source, DLC 2 is going to be set within this disco theme, which we could see one of the posters for. So I'm not really sure how Titan would indeed fit into a disco theme, but if it does indeed have a disco theme, then I presume every single Infinite Warfare Zombies map is going to have some sort of music theme, I would presume. So yeah, DLC 2 could indeed be set within this Disco Devil theme, and, you know, its codename is indeed Titan, or the codename could indeed be Range, but I presume it's Titan. So yeah, let me know all of your thoughts on this down in the comment section down below. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Infinite Warfare Zombies news information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye. Are you guys interested in getting free COD points for 100% free supply drops and or liquid Dividium? Well, have I got news for you. There's going to be a link down in this video's description where you can download a 100% free app. Upon downloading this app, you can then install apps via this app as well as sharing the app with your friends to build up a ton of points which can then be used to get 100% free Xbox One, PS4 as well as Steam cards which can then be used to get 100% free COD points and or DLC. Hopefully this helps.